Welcome in to the Tokenplace YouTube channel, our inaugural video. I'm here. I am Gleb Sidorkin, Head of Content with Tokenplace. With us today is Nina Knox, CEO of Tokenplace. I'm here in the Altai Mountains of Siberia, and Nina is in the New York area, the financial capital of the world, where she's out there making moves and helping Tokenplace grow. So we've had a big week this week. A few big announcements. Just to recap, we announced our partnership with Bitstamp, a major and well-respected exchange, the oldest exchange currently operating. We've announced a revenue-sharing partnership with them. We're the first member of their affiliate program. We've also announced a listing on ZipMex, which is a well-respected exchange in Southeast Asia, and they're doing great work right now, working with major regulators in the region, including the Thai SEC, their home regulator in Singapore, and other regulators in the region. We're also announcing the launch of our beta release, which will come out, drumroll, October 4th.
Hey,
so we're all very excited.
It's Gleb. You're going to give out all the secrets, what we're doing, but keep going. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, no, we're releasing that information just today, so this is all hot and fresh. So today we're excited to have Nina. We're going to have an AMA, and we're inaugurating our YouTube channel here at the same time. Hi, Nina. Great to see you.
Hi, Gleb. A pleasure to be here, and thanks so much for having me and the questions that we got, right, from the community.
Yeah, we got a lot of great questions from the community. We got a few that are translated from Chinese. We've got a lot of good questions. I'm not going to try to go through all the Twitter handles and the Telegram handles that came in. So we're just going to try to get through the questions. We had a week of seven announcements in 7 days, and today we're going to answer 7 questions from the community about where Tokenplace is at right now and where we're going in the future. So let's get going.
Right. Let's do the lucky 7, whoever you picked.
Lucky number 7, gotta love that number. Hopefully, yeah, that'll be our lucky number for Tokenplace going forward. All right. First question. How does trading Tokenplace work? How does trading on Tokenplace work using TOK to cover fees? Is it possible to get a discount as CEX offers if you pay with their native coins, e.g. BNB? Is it transformed into BNB beforehand to get the 25% discount at Binance as well? So this is about the opportunity to pay with, say, Binance coin when trading on Binance via Tokenplace.
Okay, well, that's a great question. So just a reminder, the way we have our model, we are an aggregator of different exchanges, right? So you are going to, as a user, get the same level of service and discounts with the centralized exchange that you're on. However, our model is a subscription model, so you will be getting additional discount with native token to our products. And Gleb, you just mentioned our recent strategic partnership with Bitstamp, for example. So through the partnership like that, we are going to bring the discounts on trading fees to our community. So it's a win-win situation. So we may not be able to transfer some functionality directly into BNB token. However, our token itself will have some amazing utility, as I said, for the subscription and some innovative features down the road.
Yeah, and then of course, if you're already trading on Binance, you're already getting a Binance discount.
Absolutely.
You can use that API function, and you still got your Binance account. It's just all going to be visualized and connected to all your other accounts inside Tokenplace. So that's kind of, I think that's cool that even as we grow into different, into the full aggregator version, I think there'd be some traders who love their relationship they already have with Binance. Say they've been trading their Binance account for a long time. They've got the discounts, so you just keep that account, hook it up via API, and then or you can just go through the single account option. So
But we will
yeah,
complement with additional features, right? Because
definitely.
you're going to get access to the entire market through one token place account. You'll benefit from the liquidity, from the price difference, and let me just remind you that we will also provide some basic functionality, right, for free, and then more advanced functionality will be available through our subscription model.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so yeah, definitely, you'll still be able to get your Binance discount and then potentially even more discounts. Given that you're using TOK, to cover your subscription and get extra fee discounts as well. All right, so let's move on. Try to get through these quick and have some fun at the end. Where do you see Tokenplace in 5 years?
Oh my gosh, that's such a broad question, but Ava is super, super ambitious. So I would love to see more, crypto adoption, and Tokenplace is one of those infrastructural projects that will be key. I'm seeing us as a one-stop shop for a crypto native, but also I would love to bring more people like a regular Joe that, wants to get into crypto and trade without any, prior, trading experience. I think it's a huge market opportunity. And of course, product growth will come with that. At the same time, we are targeting next gen, and we are starting with some basic, functionality. I mean, it's not basic; it's unique, but we will continue to grow and add on innovative things to the Tokenplace ecosystem beyond just trading and order splitting functionality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So to summarize, we'll be a one-stop shop with all the crypto trading tools that you might want, and we'll have millions of users.
Yeah, and think about it. I mean, we're already, in a unique position because we have 35 exchanges, right, integrated, and the market will continue to mature. And I think we will be an integral part, right, to that maturity with the product, but also with the community that will help that, ecosystem to grow.
Yeah, I like the way you put that. Yeah, we'll be an integral part of this mature market. That's the goal for sure. All right, cool. All right, let's go on to the next question. The original intention of Tokenplace is to save users the trouble of switching accounts by integrating their accounts. Does it specifically refer to CEX or DEX, centralized or decentralized exchanges? And how will such a convenient application be promoted to let people know about it and recognize it?
Great question. So initially, we are connecting centralized exchanges, right? As I mentioned, we're working with like 35 exchanges, which is huge. I don't think any competitor is doing that in addition to the order splitting functionality I mentioned. As far as the marketing question, I mean, listen, our community is, very important to us. So we're going to be doing a number of marketing activities, but I also see a lot of value from partnerships, like, for example, Bitstamp that we just announced. Think about it. I believe they have over 4 million active traders last time we checked. So, this kind of, partnership will definitely help us with mass adoption. Then I'm sure that our listeners saw that we also recently announced that we will be pushing Tokenplace through our, partner crypto app via TrustSwap community. So that's another huge channel for us. Think about it. So I believe it's one of the downloadable application. So they have about 2 million, downloads, which is huge, and everybody's gonna know about Tokenplace. And as I said, community is huge for us. So I'm looking forward to organic engagement and growth from community and people who believe and are going to stay with us longer term, because we plan to, grow it and mature with the market. And of course, not to mention the traditional digital marketing things like social media. I mean, to me, it's a given, and Gleb, you're a huge part of it. And thanks for driving that on our team. I mean, the content is important. And of course, hopefully, it's the user experience and the delightful user experience that will bring, with the product, which we're very passionate about.
Yeah, definitely. I think the user experience and the organic kind of word of mouth. I think we're once pro traders get to see what it's like to have all 35 plus exchanges hooked up to our UX and then to our UI and be able to trade on that, they'll be excited, and then they'll actually just make content themselves. That's kind of what I'm hoping, right? We'll be making content, but we think that traders will be like, yeah, check out this tool.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the best advertisement usually when others start talking about you, right? I mean, think about it. It's like that, network effect that I'm hoping to create. And hey, we welcome all. Pro traders is cool, but what about the regular Joe, right? You know me personally, I'm passionate about next gen. I'm also passionate about empowering. I'm all inclusive. This is about financial inclusion as well. I'm very passionate about bringing more girls and women into crypto trading. And if you follow me on LinkedIn or Twitter, I talk about it all the time. But again, we welcome all. So even if a traditional trader from stock market wants to pivot into crypto, hey, this is cool, and we will bring that functionality and hopefully education to help you to pivot or complement your traditional stock trading with crypto trading. So everybody is welcome. Join in.
Awesome. Yeah, Nina, I think you have a very cool understanding of both worlds, right? Like people, the crypto natives, and then also like with your experience kind of with the Wall Street and the benefits of bringing both those audiences together, I think is really cool.
Absolutely. And we do this like, trade like a whale. And that's our, ultimate mission, right? To empower every user with the institutional grade functionality that historically has been available to pro traders. So, without any buzzwords, but, we are democratizing access to pro tools for an average person that is just getting into trading. And I think this is very fascinating on different levels, but of course trade intelligently, right? Some timeless values still apply.
Yeah, that's cool. I haven't heard that one before. I love that, trade like a whale. Yeah, because you can go, like we talk about bringing institutional grade trading to the retail market. Like you can go on one of these sites that provide software support for the whales, and they'll tell you what we're offering. See the whole market, right? 35 plus exchanges, algorithms that automate trading among those exchanges. So yeah, we're bringing all that whale stuff in. All right,
Right.
so let's move on to the next question. Thank you for that. So yeah, compared to the other aggregators on the market right now, what are the advantages of Tokenplace?
All right. So I believe, and we've done extensive research, right, and competitive analysis, that we are the only ultimate trading platform. So we are not an exchange per se. However, we are aggregating, as I said, and I keep saying this magic number, right, 35 centralized crypto exchanges. And we're the one of the first ones that have a combination of the number of exchanges plus the order splitting functionality. So think about the access you get to the overall market, as a regular user. And of course, security will be key. I mean, it's key to any digital product these days, especially exchanges. And we take pride and, of course, excited when we release our beta version to showcase you the user experience, because I do believe that any user has to have a delightful experience to make it easy, intuitive. So if you take all those features, combine it, I think it's a pretty powerful value proposition and competitive advantage. And of course, we are going global, so we are borderless.
Yeah, good way to put that. I mean, all the advantages you mentioned, like having more exchanges, better algorithms, more versatility, whether you're doing API or a single account, we've got all those advantages, and the market is definitely like growing right now. Once in a while we'll get like somebody will write us in the community, "Hey, check out this new startup. They're trying to do the same thing you guys are doing." We check them out. We're like, "Yeah, okay, they are." But we're first of all, we've got this going on already, and second of all, like it's a competition. We're going to bring out the better product in the end. So
Listen, I welcome competition. I also believe in a second mover advantage, right? I mean, sometimes you just have to perfect something. So we welcome competition, but also we, look out for the best and latest and greatest, from a user experience, because at the end of the day, it's a customer centric, product, and the customer will decide. And once you see the savings that you are getting from our subscription model, because at the end of the day, you're gonna see some efficiency and financial savings, and this is what a user is looking for, right? It has to be easy and it has to be financially smart for your wallet. I mean, crypto or not, I mean, it's just common sense.
yeah, I mean, and it's a hot market right now, which is I think it's a good sign, right? People are realizing we're reaching this kind of version 2.0 of the crypto market at some point soon. So we're hitting that at the right time, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, from my perspective, it's still a teenager. It's still a maturing market. And you hear me talk about it all the time. I look at the crypto market as the universe with like different, stars, different projects, right? Some are planets, more established players, but we're also still craving for some infrastructure, strong, solid projects. And I believe Tokenplace is going to be, I'm confident, Tokenplace is going to be one of those, especially for the retail market, the retail side of the house.
Yeah, I like the way you talk about the idea of infrastructure. I mean, I think that is well, a key kind of concept that we want to get out to our users and possible investors out there. Okay, let's move on to the next question here. What are the biggest challenges for the Token Place project at this stage?
Challenges. I mean, listen, any product development, especially when it's such a complex and ambitious project, it's a multi-dimensional, multiple work streams. So, but so far we've been hitting all milestones, and I'm really excited. From a challenge standpoint, I don't even see it as a challenge, but I see it as a great opportunity is to continue to grow our community and believers, investors that will become our users. So it's the growth, right? Like for any project, it's to grow and scale, but we're working on it, and we're just starting, as you guys see and you have seen for the last 7 days, and this is just the start of our journey.
Yeah, the community growth aspect is really fun. And one thing I want to add is also what we had a great video come out recently from Vosk Coin, where he talked about the trust swap ecosystem that's all kind of like helping each other out and growing together. And had this clip from the Avengers where he kind of compared this kind of group of trust swap incubation companies as the Avengers, kind of stronger together. So I think that's an interesting wave that we're riding right now, is crypto startups helping each other out, growing as a community, as an ecosystem as well.
Yeah, listen, absolutely stronger together. I believe in competition. Very grateful for our relationship with TrustSwap and others, right? And I also believe that, through partnerships with, Bitstamps of the world, but also with the high growth startups and ecosystems, because I mean, I don't think of, startups as a standalone business anymore, right? I think about it as an ecosystem and community. And again, this is how we're going to grow and scale. And it's a journey, and it's super exciting to me personally.
Yeah, me too. All right, so let's get to the next question. This one is about competition among exchanges. So, as the equivalent of a trading aggregation platform, users can trade on Tokenplace directly, accessing all exchanges without having to register repeatedly. So, how will you deal with the competitive relationship among the different exchanges that Tokenplace works with? Is it based on entirely on algorithms to select the best exchange for users?
Yeah, so great question. It's absolutely algorithm driven, right? So there is no favorism. And I think it's actually going to be good for the market and for the maturity of market, because it's going to create even more competition between exchanges, and it will push them to innovate more, because pricing is not going to be just the only advantage, and users are going to be looking for more innovative features. So I think the market is still fragmented right now, and so many benefit from the price differences, but I also think there are so many other monetization opportunities that can be done and welcomed by crypto exchanges. But if you look at the news, I think there is a new crypto exchange popping up every day like mushrooms. Last time I checked. So everybody says, oh, it's such a crowded market, it's such a crowded market. Yeah, to an extent, but again, like every time I open my laptop in the morning or phone, there is like there's a new exchange in Asia or Europe or whatever. But of course we know who the key players are, and we also want to make sure that we only work with reputable exchanges, and security and all of those credibility things are very important for our ecosystem, that we will be like a heart of that ecosystem for the crypto exchanges. Another way of looking at it.
Yeah, that's interesting. I love the balance that you keep in that answer, because yeah, we have this, like, I think it's amazing, the kind of blossoming landscape of all the different exchanges. It drives innovation. It's really great, but then there's also everyone's also trying to deal with regulators. I think, Nina, that's something you bring to the table too. Experience in that world, kind of mainstream finance, knowing who to call about legal advice, and dealing with regulators and stuff like that.
I mean, listen, I mean, it's financial markets. I mean, CFI, DeFi, let's just face it, it's going to be regulated. And I actually personally welcome, healthy regulation, as long as we know, right, the black and white, what to do. And again, it's going to take some time. So it is expected. I think it's absolutely natural and healthy what's going on at different levels of the ecosystem. But let's face it, most innovation does come from high growth companies and startups, and then larger players catch up, and then regulation catches up, and this is expected in my books. So yeah, thanks for that question.
Yeah, just to add one more thing, like, I think we by aggregating exchanges, if since we propose that, like, sort of crypto trading 2.0 will be kind of run through our window, right? So the competitive landscape of exchanges will still be there, competing with one another, but yet you'll also be able to have a more centralized, kind of more, I guess, mature sort of tool to get in that market and see it all. So they'll benefit kind of all the exchanges to have a window where they can showcase their pairs and their products.
Yeah, you know what? I just thought of something, because let's just think of crypto exchanges as the future, banks. And I know many people are not going to like this analogy, but if you think about it, to me, those are the futuristic banks. And everybody says, oh, there are so many banks, but look, there are top banks, right? There are, middle market banks. And if we draw an analogy to the traditional financial world, and again, I'm a believer in you know me personally, I love Bitcoin. I'm all about decentralization, but I also believe in the infrastructure projects. Like, think about what PayPal did to banks, right? At first, it was seen as a competitor, but it actually created a reverse network effect and brought more business to all those banks, right? And nobody is questioning when a new bank pops up, but at the same time, and I know like what are the top banks. So if we pivot to the crypto world. So it was like banks, fintech, right? Now, I call us cryptech. Crypto exchanges, it is a commoditized business already. So they're looking for innovation. They're looking for additional monetization, channels. And again, this is where Tokenplace can come in and be a boost and push for that innovation, because there will be a race for the customer at the end of the day, like with so many other digital businesses.
Cool. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I love that that analogy. That's good. Yeah, Cryptech. You heard it here first, folks. That's a business. Cryptech.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm
Um,
not. I thought I coined that term, but then I googled it. I was like, damn, somebody did it before. But
of course,
I,
yeah.
I do love to refer to us as cryptech, not fintech, because to me fintech is already yesterday. Sorry.
Cool. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, it's all it's in the ether. Words, concepts, ideas. They kind of arise simultaneously in different minds in different places across the globe. Um, all right, I think we're getting to the end. One more from the. I think this is our seventh audience question. Let me see. Cool. So this one's kind of going to be a few parts. Let me break it down. So, the first, as Tokenplace's technology lands, it is believed that the value of TOK will gradually climb. So, or are we calling it TOK? Yes. So we're TOK, our token TOK. This is going to be our new. We're working out our new segment for the YouTube channel. It's going to be called Talking Talk or something like that. So, okay, back to the question. Sorry.
Let's talk about.
Talk and talk. As Tokenplace's technology lands, it is believed that the value of TOK will gradually climb. So, what are the official predictions for TOK's market value? And and as we know, that the value of TOK and the transaction integration function of Tokenplace are mutually reinforcing, either side will definitely feed the other side. Will TOK be integrated into the whole ecosystem of Tokenplace? So I feel like there's three parts there. First, they're asking about the value of TOK, then about the kind of how TOK functions within the transaction integration of Tokenplace trading engine, and then thirdly about the whole ecosystem of Tokenplace and TOK's future role in that.
Okay, let me try to unpack it. So the first question: where is my crystal ball?
There
Just
we go.
kidding.
Yeah, let's go one by one. So yeah, the value of TOK they're asking about.
Right, the value of token. I was going to say, where's my crystal ball? I mean, jokes aside, right? We're extremely, bullish, and we feel that our fundamentals are extremely, strong. Having said that, it's a crypto market, right? So nobody can predict the future. Like, you open your laptop or phone every day, but as I said, fundamentally, from a growth and trajectory standpoint, we feel very, very strong. And as you've seen, even this week, right? Last time I checked, we were 50% up from a token value standpoint. But of course, the substance is going to come from the product launch, user adoption. And again, we feel very, very strong about it. So what was the second one? The second one was about
Yeah. Sorry,
integration.
I was thinking about. Let's just break it down into three parts. I was just want to chime in on that one. I think, yeah, we obviously can't predict what the future value of TOK is. I think if you look at a marketplace, the coin that we've compared ourselves to, I guess, is but the Binance coin. You can see what they've been able to capitalize on. and then at the current moment, we can compare our market cap to others in the space, and it's super low right now. It's like you saw Jeff tweet out like, yeah, this is I'm buying this right now because this is super low compared to just our nearest competitors in the space.
Yeah, it's almost like if you appreciate the potential, right, and the upside without overpromising, if you understand where the market is going and the trading volume across even just top exchanges, to me, it's a no-brainer. Having said that, we're still early on, since, hence the potential for everyone to get in early and grow with the project and the product and ecosystem, because I think this will be an answer to your third part of the question, because as I mentioned, earlier, Tokenplace is a part of a broader ecosystem. Unfortunately, I cannot disclose everything that we're working right now, but I just want to, make a point that there is some exciting stuff on our innovation agenda where Talk as a native token are going to play a broader role in that overall ecosystem. Did I answer all the parts of that complex question for us?
Yeah, yeah. I think you just covered kind of the second half of that about the sort of the use cases of talk in the broader ecosystem. Because yeah, like the user mentioned that if you can read in our white paper the how token talk is used as a value kind of shuttle of value within the trading engine, and then the utility function, and then beyond that, we are, as you mentioned, kind of that broader ecosystem that we're building towards. Cool.
Right.
All right, so we got to the end to 7 questions, and I want to have a bonus question from me
All right. Go for it.
because it's not really a question. I guess I just wanted to get you to talk about, because I like hearing you talk about your, like I mentioned, the way you're connecting kind of a previous generation of finance with the new generation, and you talk about the next generation, right? And so I want to get philosophical a little bit, because I'm 35, about to turn 36. I guess I'm a millennial, and then now we've got the new generation coming up, and they're sometimes referred to as the TikTok generation. Uh, I don't know your son, who's a crypto trader and kind of helped you along on your path to actually getting into crypto. Is he TikTok generation? Would-
My son, I don't know, he's not into social media much.
yeah.
Having said that, he's partially guilty for me being in the crypto space more, even especially on the trading side of things. But I'm extremely passionate about next gen. I'm actually a true believer that the next gen should be, better on so many fronts. And I'm looking forward to equip them with the right, tools and knowledge. But, let's face it, I'm learning more from that generation. It's similar, like for the same reason I love startups and, high growth young companies, because, in my professional career, at least, most innovation came from least expected places and what I call invisible, talent. But going back to the next gen, I actually resonate with the next gen, the values, their way of thinking. Yes, digital stuff changed a lot of things for all of us, but I'm one of those that believe that, technology can actually make things better as long as we're staying, human to each other. And back to, trading and investing, at the end of the day, you care about two things, your well-being, health and wealth. So, this next gen, appreciates flexibility, additional revenue streams, right? So they don't want to be tied to something. And I want to empower that next gen with the right, tools and knowledge, and frankly, something that, maybe at least I didn't have, right? I mean, I had a lot of great things, but, we didn't have access through laptop to the entire market. And to me, crypto is, the new money. So that's what I talk about it all the time. And I'm very passionate and grateful for that next gen that are challenging status quo and showing us a different way. And I want to be part of the journey, and hopefully I am, with the help of our amazing team like yourself and our co-founder, because it's not just me, it's the team and the passion that we have on the team every day, building and growing this together.
Yeah, shout out to Yevgeny who's out there building that product, making it good. Yeah, I agree with everything that you said. I think you stated it really well. And yeah, about like sort of them getting involved and having different sources of revenue. It's for me, it's cool because I'm old enough to actually. I lived in Seattle back in the '90s, and I remember the venture capital scene a little bit, and like how many people were making money on the tech boom, right? But it was still like super. It seemed like a lot of people were getting rich on the tech boom, but really it was like a pretty closed network, right? You had to like be in Silicon Valley, VC to get in on it. And now, but let me just I'll go back a little bit. My beginning of my question, I mentioned the TikTok generation, and exactly
Right.
what you said. So I went to film school in 2005 at NYU, and we got there and we had these big Apple monitors and we had Final Cut Pro, and we were like, yeah, everyone, we went to class to learn to edit, right, and learn the fundamentals of editing and how to make cuts, jump cuts, everything. And now I started watching TikTok, and I don't know I haven't actually used it to edit yet, but apparently they created some really easy to use editing tool, and now everyone is like a video editor, and they're really good at it, and they already grew up editing video. So I think some people think, oh, the TikTok generation, they're all a bunch of like, they're not serious about getting a job or whatever. But I think that you're right. Like they're going to be amazingly better at a lot of things, and like TikTok is one example, and crypto trading is going to be another.
But listen, how is it different what we're trying to, and thanks for this history, I actually didn't know that. So see, I'm learning something from you every day. But how is it different from what we are trying to do? Because I want anybody, to have access to trading, on your phone, right? From anywhere in the world, like similar how I don't know, you use WhatsApp, Signal, Telegram, right? I mean, this is the tendency that I'm seeing with next gen. I mean, the value, choice, right? The value, privacy. They love crypto. And there are so many different projects in this space, like unbank yourself, like you're becoming your own bank, you're becoming your own psychologist. Hey, you're becoming your own video editor, right? You can create content. It's a generation of content creation. So any model that is going to democratize access to health, wealth, and their passion is going to be successful, in my opinion, and we should just embrace that. I mean, at least this is how I see it.
Totally, yeah, yeah. And I think one thing you mentioned with everyone having globally, having that trading in their pocket, like, and even besides just trading, being able to buy a small company's, coin and hold it. It's something that Yevgeny talks about, and what we've been kind of. It's in our white paper about kind of the Tokenplace Delta. If you want to check it out, this idea that, like what you said, your choice creates value. So if you can actually it makes it easier to participate as a kind of investor in the company that you choose to be a customer of as well. So it's kind of a powerful new tool for people.
Right,
Wow.
and it's the cross-coin architecture or the other greatness that we're going to talk some other time, which is in our innovation radar and agenda, right, for the team. So
Yeah, yeah. So that's all in the future. Yeah, I'll check out our white paper if you haven't already. And Nina, thank you very much. This is awesome. We will see you back here sometime soon. We'll get our YouTube channel going slowly. And everyone out there, join us on Telegram. Go to tokenplace.com. Check out what we've got up there, our blog. Follow us on Twitter. Follow Nina. Twitter and LinkedIn. And I guess we're signing off. Thank you,
All right.
everyone.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. I will see you. Bye.
Bye bye.